So we've done a lot of work on the engine since the last games. It's the same engine that we've actually shipped Underworld, Legend, Anniversary with, so it's very mature tech. So that gives us an advantage because we've shipped games on it before. That said, we're doing so many different things in this game, from combat being completely reworked, the animation system being completely reworked, and also the graphics being completely reworked. There's been a lot of investment into the tech. I think we're pushing the tech as far as it can possibly go in this game. I know, as you said, we're in the last strains of the console generation, or at least getting there, and we're wringing every last CPU and GPU cycle out of it to actually put on screen what we have. And we think we've got something that really looks amazing for this generation.
So I've got to ask, obviously,
yeah.
What about Wii U?
What about Wii U? I have no comment on the Wii U right now. I have no plans just yet. So all the extensions with tablets and opportunities to actually play on different consoles, I think is really interesting. I think as a designer and a creative, I think there is tons of stuff you could do with it. I think we need to get it in our hands to actually find out what those answers are. But I think one of the most interesting things is actually being able to interface with your game when you're not necessarily sitting in front of the TV, right? So I think there's all sorts of possibilities and potential for having some kind of micro games, or some kind of management of your game when you're on the bus, or you're playing the Vita on a plane, or wherever it may be. That saves to the cloud. You boot up your console, you bring it back up, and you've got some benefit in between sort of your sessions at the TV. So I think the ability to actually make micro games around a big game, I think there's really interesting things you could do there. So at some point we'll dig in and take a look at that. So E3 this year, I haven't had a chance to walk the whole floor. I've been in interviews, so I haven't seen everything yet. For me, I think that some of the things I've liked I thought Splinter Cell showed really well at the Microsoft keynote. Watch Dogs, as mentioned here, I think was a really strong first showing, a nice surprise. Assassin's Creed 3 looks awesome. Last of Us looks awesome. God of War, I'm a big fan of God of War. I've completed every single one of them. So seeing more God of War makes me happy. Get to chop some heads and cause some damage in a brutal way, which is good. What else have I seen? Let me think. Yeah, I think that's some of the major stuff I've been excited about. I'll have to take a look around.
So what's next for Crystal Dynamics? I mean, obviously, you're in the final phases now.
Right. Yeah, we are.
What are you looking to do next?
Yeah.
Are you looking to embrace obviously the next generation of Xbox and PC? But what sort of thing would you like to tackle next? I'm sure you have things in the bag.
We do. So at Crystal Dynamics, we actually have announced a new IP. It's in development at Crystal. So it's our first new IP that we've been working on for some time. Can't say anything about that just yet, but it's exciting to actually be working on that in the background. So that's the next thing we're going to be focusing on. I can't say anything, apart from it's going to be cool.
Okay, I'll take it.
Yeah. Quite honestly though, for the most part, all we can see is Tomb Raider right now, and our heads are down. We know we've got a March 5th, 2013 release date, and that date is approaching fast. So we're really putting our heads down and saying, let's make the best game possible between now and then.